It's back! God, that was pretentious. Let's get into the information. So, Game of Thrones is back. That's pretty awesome in itself. I should probably just stop this video here. But there's a lot of stuff to talk about, so let's get right into it. Go! I'm gonna go now. So, the episode starts off, the first 25-30 minutes of this episode is the Tyrion show, which is not a problem because I like Tyrion. He's a smart little bastard and he knows what he needs to know to be knowing how to live and be alive for another day. That was a weirdly phrased, but that's not the point. The point is Tyrion has a lot to do with this episode. He's in many different places at once. It's mainly the Tyrion show for the first half. It's him with Prince Oberyn, you know, dark and lovely, whatever you want to call it, dude. He's Latin looking. He's Latin in real life, but you know, he got the Dornish look, the tall, dark, handsome, dark brown skin thing going on. I kind of like this guy. I don't know much about him except he seems like he's loose, like very like I'm gonna fuck everybody, which I kind of get. I like. It's like even the men, which was kind of questionable, but hey, if that's your thing, you stick it if you can click it. Anyway, he gets that vibe, and at the same time, he's like, I'm deadly serious. I'm here for vengeance. Okay? I got a checkbook. I'm here to pay some debts. Let's do this. And I think that's a good vibe. I like that. I'm not sure what to make of him yet, but it's obvious that he's here for something, and it ain't the pussy, which is, you know, he'll take it, you know, and some dick. I see, you know, that's your thing. Go for it, whatever. So it's Tyrion and him. There's some Tyrion and Sansa, and you know, Sansa's just like, my family's dead. I'm married to a midget. Nothing's going my way. It sounds like a beginning to a song, and then the song's supposed to perk up, but it never actually perks up, and it just gets progressively worse. You know what I mean? You're waiting for the beat to drop and the happiness to happen, and it's not gonna happen. And frankly, I'm not too sad about that. I can't get behind Sansa. Like, I want to feel bad. I want to feel in my heart. I want to feel bad about it, but I can't. I just can't. She brought a lot of this on herself. Trying to be, I know she was young and she was dumb and she made mistakes, and people are stupid when they're young. But the level of mistake that you caused is massive. You know what I mean? She, you know, a lot of kids have to realize that fairy tales aren't real, and she believed she was in a fairy tale. She thought her gallant Prince Joffrey would come and save her from the monsters and all this stuff, and they'd live happily ever after, and the ribbons would fly through the air, and the doves, oh the doves, and none of that shit is happening in real life. She had to understand that. She had to learn that. She went to her mother, she went to his mother, and stopped her from being taken back to safety. You know what I mean? I'm going off tangent. I'm going off on a tangent, and I'm sorry. I want to feel bad, but I can't. I just can't yet. So there's a lot of that. It's him and Shay going into, you know, whatever they're going through. It looks like their relationship is on the decline. Somebody was watching them. She reported back to the queen. It looks like the queen's gonna be like, oh, you got a new bitch. I'm gonna try to kill this one. Like, it's just gonna be a lot of things going bad for Tyrion. I can feel it. And you can see it, you know what I mean? Also, the episode had an opening where where the giant greatsword ice was being melted down into two swords by that bastard. It hits me right here. That bastard Tyrion Lannister, you know, he brought somebody from all the way from Volantis to come and melt down this sword and create two other ones from it. And it makes me sick. He couldn't have just kept it like it was, you know what I mean? That family had that sword for like 1,000 years, probably longer. So I'm still not a fan of the Lannisters right now. They can go jump off a cliff. There were a lot of people notably missing, which, frankly, I'm a little messed up about. Didn't get to see Theon. Didn't get to see Bran. Didn't get to see. I doubt I'll get to see Rickon. I'm pretty sure he's just gonna be like in the wind somewhere. Get to see one of my favorite characters, Varys, whatever you want to call him. He's one of the baddest motherfuckers on earth. If you look back at the video with him and the Sorcerer, I love that guy. He's probably my #1 favorite character. Then they go into some Jon Snow stuff, and there's a video on YouTube called "Tyrion Does Not Need Janos Slynt." Okay, if you watch this video, it's basically Tyrion telling Janos Slynt, "I do not need you. Good luck at the Night's Watch." Right? You see that, but you don't think of it until later. Like today, I noticed, like, he was there. He was sitting at the table with this tribunal. It was 5 people. I don't know why I say tribunal. I guess quintuple. It's not the same. It doesn't work. Anyway, so I'm looking at this bald guy, and I'm like, God, you look familiar. Are you an actor from another TV show that I've seen before or something? I couldn't place him. Turns out he's Janos Slynt, and he made it to the Night's Watch. They were questioning Jon Snow about what's been going on, you know, him and Ygritte, him and Mance Rayder, him and the Wildlings, what's been going on, how it happened to all the crows, or Night's Watchmen, depending on what side of the wall you're on. All this is happening. I'm wondering how the fuck did he get into a position of power that fast? He couldn't have been there more than a couple of months. How did you get yourself into a position where you're on a tribunal? Whose dick did you suck? You know what I mean? Probably the fucking asshole guy who trained Jon Snow, at least tried to train him at the wall. God, I didn't like that guy either. The guy who's playing makes the Aemon still alive, which befuddles my mind. I'm happy, congrats on being alive, but you've got to be over 100. But the episode basically was kind of middle of the road. I thought it was going to be like Game of Thrones. Boom, and it was just stabbing and shiving. I thought it was going to be just like a prison riot and just everybody going at everybody. But they're all talking like the war's over and all this stuff. There was no Stannis. It was kind of middle of the road. Towards the end, it started to perk up because they showed my girl Arya. Now, Arya has lost everything. Just like any other Stark. Fucking Stark's lost everything. She has nothing. As far as she knows, everybody's dead. It's just her. You know what I mean? And she's stuck with the Hound, this big giant dude. And they're on the road, and she sees the dude who stole her needle sword like 1,000 years ago in the beginning, maybe the first season, I think. Well, second. It might have been second season. The second season, he stole the sword, he took it from her, and she was like, you know what? We're going in here, I'm getting my fucking sword back. And, you know, it all unfurled. It started off slow, and it came to this climax of violence and sword play. And you know how I love violence. I really do, and I enjoyed it. And by the end of the episode, she's killed 2 people. Now, that's why I like Arya. She's turned into this death machine. Not only did she kill 2 people, she killed a random soldier with a great sword. And then she killed the guy who stole her needle in the same way that he killed her friend Lami. And in the words of the Hound, what the fuck is a Lami? Her buddy. Whatever. So she took the sword and she slowly poked it into the guy's neck, and it was satisfying. Like, I enjoyed it immensely. I was impressed because I'm like, oh my god, she's gonna be like a Terminator. She hasn't even got any real training, and she's already crossing people off the list that she's been wanting to kill. You know what I mean? She's had this list of people that, you know, the red-eyed bitch was like, you're gonna see the red-eyed bitch. She said there's gonna be all these eyes that you're gonna close, and one day you'll shut them all. And she's already killing people. Like, she's bad. I'm going to keep it here because this is almost 10 minutes long and I did not intend for it to get this long. Guys, thanks for watching. This is going to be a thing. I did it last year. I'm going to do it this year. Every single week we're going down Game of Thrones. We're just going to talk about it. I'm going to tell you how I feel, what I think about the episode, and the things that happened. My name is Jay, and I am out of here. Deuces.